This is the juz name, juz number 15, and in this talking about Isra and Miraj, and it's a Makki surah, how Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam went from Isra to Miraj, mentioned from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, and it's also called Isra. And it happened in the night from one place to another, and it was a belief of all Muslims, and that's the night journey. And then in the next following ayahs, day and night, that Allah has given the signs, the record of deeds are with everyone. Then Allah talks about who wants dunya, who will strive for it, and supplication for the parents, do good with the both parents, especially when they are old. And the right for the others, then the number of social rules, adopt a middle path, prohibition of killing the children because of poverty, don't even go near to the zina, adultery, prohibition of the murder, and the command to be moderate in talking, and also talking good, and command to fulfill promises, talking about the qisas, prohibition of cheating in weighs and measurement, prohibition of walking arrogantly, and prohibition of shirk and the hypocrisy of the disbelievers. And then talking about the rejectors of the akhirah remains deprived. Devil has no effect on Allah's specific servants, talking about 61 to 67. 67, who can save you from disaster. Then Allah talks about 70 verse, the honor and respect of the human. We gave virtue over so much over other the creation. Ayah number 73, disbelievers' corrupt ways of trying to take the prophets off the straight path. Then talking about prayer from the verse number 78, like commands of 5 daily prayer, virtue of the Fajr and the Tahajjud prayer. Then arrival of the truth in the verse number 81. Then verse number 83, human nature of losing hope. And ayah number 85, the Jews asked Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam about the ruh, soul. And messenger said to them, ruh is the matter for my Lord, and you have only been given a little knowledge. Then the demands of the polytheists in ayah number 90. He raised for them a water spring from the ground. He had gardens of dates and grapes. He brought Allah and the angels before them, and without any veil. He had a house made of gold. These are the demands from, people of Makkah. He climbed up to the sky and sent down for them a book which they could read. So these were the demands. Why did Allah not send an angel in verse number 94? And in 100, the human is a miserly. Means even if you people own as much as my Lord treasures of mercy, you would withhold it for the fear of exhausting it. And the incremental revelation of the Quran. Then they are all his names. Polytheists of Makkah would object something. Sometimes Prophet ﷺ would say Allah, and sometimes he would say Rahman. They did not recognize any Rahman. Suratul Kahf, and this is a Makki surah, 69th surah to be revealed. And Kahf means cave, and it has 4 different stories in it. And Suratul Kahf, the virtue, whoever recites will be protected from the Dajjal, especially first 10 or last 10 ayahs. And whoever recites Suratul Kahf on Friday will have a light between the 2 Fridays. And we learn that the people of the cave is mentioned in verse number 9, how they were protected. They believe in Islamic monotheism. Then talking about that story continues, and how the sun would rise its light, and heat would stay to the right of the cave, and went it outside. They were asleep for 309 years, and with them they were a dog also. How Allah protected them, how long were asleep for 309 years they were, and how they remember keep with the righteous people. And then talking about the 2 men and the 2 vineyards, how a person owns the 2 gardens, but he was not thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah destroyed them. For anything we have to say inshallah. Then Musa alayhi Islam's story starts. He's searching for the knowledge, went to the Khazar, and how a fish was given for their breakfast, and in that there was a sign like, when the fish goes in the water, that's the place of the meeting. And then Musa alayhi salam meets Khazar, and he said you have to have the patience to learn the background of the details, but he didn't keep the patience, and then he said, I'm not going to narrate anymore from now. Jazakallah khair.